Hello Pisces, it's Lisa, and here is your February 12th to 18th, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below. I am holding a contest in February to win a reading with me. If you'd like to win, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and I'll enter you in the draw. And if you've already subscribed, still leave a comment and I'll enter you in as well. And I'll be picking the lucky winner at the end of February. Okay, so Pisces, what's in store for you this week? So the overall message for you, Pisces, is the Queen of Pentacles. So Queen of Pentacles is an interesting card because it's this, traditionally it's money, but it doesn't have to be. It's whatever makes you secure in the material world. It's holding on too tightly to a certain way of doing something or a certain thing, or thinking you need more of something in order to move towards your goals, right? So it's this place of need, like I need to hold on, or like I need to hold on to the way I do things, or like holding on really tight, or saying, well, I can't achieve that because I need more of that, right? And it's like, no, you don't. Go for it. You can do it. It's actually moving forward. So we'll create whatever you want to happen. By being in this place, you block things from happening. So as you continue to move forward, just make sure your mindset's in the right place and everything will flow. The challenge that you have this week, Pisces, is coming out of your comfort zone and going for something. I think it's interesting because it feels almost like you are doing it. Like you are moving forward. You are kind of trying to let go of like this thing and coming out of your comfort zone. But it's just the process. That's what I guess the feeling is the process of coming out of your comfort zone and really kind of going, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. And I think you are, but it just feels like you have 50 billion safety harnesses on. And so you're doing it like stepping off of a tiny curb rather than the cliff. Right? It's like, which is like fair enough. And any step forward is good, but Spirit really wants you to just go for it and really kind of like stop overthinking and just go for it. But we'll get some more clarity. The card of what you need to focus on is emotionally letting go. Yeah, see, there's this whole, so you have the two queens, right? There's this hesitation. It's that scenario that I just said where it's like you are moving forward and you might have just taken a step outside of your door and you need to kind of run and jump off that cliff. And it's just like, oh, and again, I'm a big person of, baby steps are so important. And as long as you're making a baby step forward, that's really, really good. And I do think it's really, really good. But for whatever reason this week, they're like, okay, you got to just kind of wipe away whatever's stopping you, the emotions that are stopping you. Let go of, certain things that emotionally are like hurts and insecurities. You have to let that go and move forward. And then the Queen of Cups is also a lot about let go, let universe. So it's like, just go for it. And what happens, happens. Que sera, sera, right? That's really what they're saying. I know some of you younger people are probably like, what is that? What's que sera, sera? But it is just about what will be, right? It's just kind of like, just do your part, go for it, put it all out there and let everything fall where it's supposed to. And then what you don't see coming, Pisces, will reveal in a moment. It's almost like you know you're not supposed to hold back, but you are testing the waters. But there's like, okay, you're just blocking things from coming in. You need to just go for it. Just go for it, right? So this is where you're like testing the waters because it does feel like you're moving forward, but because you're kind of hesitating or taking itty bitty tiny steps forward, you're blocking some of the stuff from coming in. Yeah. You are moving towards all your hopes and dreams coming true. So that's why they're like, just go for it. And then it's just keeping your eye on the prize and moving in the direction you need to go and stop getting distracted by other things They are weirdly talking about gathering some information, even though you don't have the card yet. They're talking about gathering information to apply to whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So you can do this while gathering information. So the challenge you have is just jumping off that cliff. You're taking like a step off a little tiny curb. And they're like, come on, you can do better than that. Take that leap of faith. And I honestly think that, Pisces, I can feel that you're doing stuff. You are moving forward, even though part of you might not want to, or you're uncomfortable. But this is just like, okay, it's almost like, instead of pouring like little tiny drops of stuff out of a cup, it's like, just pour the whole cup out. Like, just come on. And when you do that, it moves you towards big success, happiness, and fulfillment. And the Page of Wands is about listening to your gut, and what does your gut tell you you need to do? Not what does other people think you need to do, or other people's opinions, or how other people do things, right? It's like, stop getting distracted by all that and follow what your gut tells you you need to do. And as long as you're following your gut and not I'm notorious for doing this, right? It's one of those things where my gut will tell me to do something, and then everyone has an opinion, and then I get all confused because I'm like, well, maybe they're right, I should do it that way. But ultimately, if I just followed my gut, then everything would fall into line, right? I would know exactly what's right for me and where I need to go and what I need to do, right? Whether that's in my life with people or with my business or anything like that. But when I start listening to other people, then everything gets muddled, and then I don't want to take that. Like, I take those baby steps and say, okay, because it doesn't feel right. Where if I just follow my gut, I'd take that leap and it would be good, right? So you need to start doing that, Pisces. And then where you need to focus on is really emotionally letting go of some things that are holding you back. And it does feel like more about let go, let universe, let go, let God. The que sera, sera kind of scenario where you just do your thing and put it out there, and what's supposed to happen will happen. There is an element, again, when they're showing me this like big cliff that you can jump off of, or this little tiny curb, right? And they're all important. It's all important because you are moving forward, but it feels like you're holding back. That's what it feels like, right, Pisces? Like you're holding something back and you need to kind of just go for it, and just be 100% yourself. Like, it's like you're trying to present one thing because you're holding back, instead of just being who you are, right? Whatever area of your life, if it's in relationships, it's like you're trying to be what other people want you to be or how they think you should be. And if you're doing something in business, it's kind of like you're holding back because you don't want to, show exactly who you are. And it's like, just be who you are. That's when the more authentic you are, the more things flow for any of us, right? And that's really kind of what it is. It feels like, just be yourself, whatever that is. And then when you do that and emotionally let that go, and it's like, well, people, if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. That's their problem. And you just let it, like you just surrender it to the universe. Wow. It's amazing. It's sort of like, again, I'm not a Pisces, but they keep referring to, a lot of times when I work with Spirit, they give me suggestions from my life that relate to it. And it is really kind of like, if I try to do a YouTube channel, being very proper, or even when I write my books, and if I wrote them in, very strict grammar and all of that, it wouldn't flow the way, it wouldn't be from me. I write like I talk, and I try to present my readings the way that I would talk and very grounded. Not kind of like all this spiritual stuff, right? It's just very grounded and realistic and how you can relate in life. So you just need to do that, whatever that is for you in whatever area of your life. You just have to be you and present whatever it is that you're doing as you. And when you do that, everything flows. And then things will move forward fast, and you'll be moving towards really positive outcomes. And you'll look back and say, oh, I'm so glad that certain things didn't work out, because look at me now. And this card is, you may be at different stages depending, because this is general. You could be at the beginning of this, like heartache leads to new beginning, where something just happened and you're like, why didn't that turn out? Others may be in the middle of it trying to figure it out. And then some of you may be at the end where you're looking back and going, oh my God, I'm so glad that pushed me to do this, because now look at me, look at my life. So you're going to get to that place, Pisces. And then what you don't see coming this week is perseverance. So this is about you've learned a lot, you've done a lot. You might want to just take a deep breath in, exhale, and just keep going forward. This card, again, is a lot like the Fool. It's not as crazy, jump off the cliff kind of thing, but it is just keep going. Just like each step you take should get bigger. So you went like tiny baby curb to proper curb to, to that cliff, making it to the cliff and jumping off. And then the Page of Pentacles is just keep moving forward. When you move forward, you're moving towards big success. And the Six of Swords is that you're earning your success. So you're learning what you need to learn. I sort of kept feeling this feeling of gathering information, learning how to do something. Like it feels almost like a technical side of something, or the behind the scenes things. So it could be even just working on yourself and your confidence. And the more you do of that and earn that success, the more that you will have. But the great thing is about this card, why I like the Six of Swords now, because I used to not like it, is that you're coming out of the really rough water, and now it's going to get easier and easier because you've taken steps forward and you've learned certain things. Now it's just learning a bit more, and some of the goals you want are not that far off. Just keep going. Okay. Very, very cool, Pisces. I'd love to hear what's going on, because this sounds very interesting. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. Thank you again for watching. And if you would like to be entered in the draw, don't forget to subscribe and leave that comment. Talk to you later. Have a great week.
What people don't understand is it's not about the glass being half full or half empty. It's that the glass is refillable. Cheers. Namaste, Yabas.